Divine Stargate, you said, hold on, Queen, okay, there you go. You said, just talked about our children going through molestation. What would be your advice to parents dealing with this? Divine, when you say, hold on, let me turn this music down. Divine, when you say advice to parents dealing with it, are you saying dealing with it as far as like troubleshooting the emotions and the after effect on a child, or how a parent should deal with it on a personal level if their child has been molested? Sir Alan Graves, I appreciate that, bro. Devon Stargate, which one? As a child or as a parent? Hey, Third, what up, bro? Oh, bro, the tattoo healed perfectly, bro. It healed perfectly, bro. I appreciate it. Actually, bro, I'm gonna be back there December 17th to the 21st. I'm flying into Detroit, and then we're gonna drive over to Canada. But yeah, bro, I'll be back soon. All right, Divine Stargate, as a child. Okay, number one, I'm gonna tell you that's a great question. Never been asked that question, but I do deal a lot with children, so I can still whip up an answer. All right, y'all. Her question was, from a parent perspective, how do you deal with the child following a molestation? I know, Divine, just to be real, not even just after, but before, I think one of the biggest things that help us with that situation, because like one of the unfortunate parts is when a lot of people do go through molestation, a lot of times it be somebody that's extremely close to them. So no matter sometimes how protective we are as parents, like the sucker shit be literally up under our nose. So I think one of the ways that we can work towards combating that is, number one, like just try to have the best and most transparent relationship with our children as possible, right? So like if y'all ever seen any videos, like my daughters can identify their vaginas. That's not the type of shit I play with. I'm not waiting till they 5 or none of that. Like I'm educating them on those type of things at 2. Another thing, when I say transparency, just being one, like this is what I do with my children, right? My children know they can come to me as an ally. I try not to ever judge them. I try not to ever shoot down anything, because I never want the doors of communication to close. So if some shit like that is to take place, or halfway took place, or she even feel like it may take place, she has no hesitation in calling, saying, let me tell my pops what's going on. Number 2, I pride myself on being a protector. Because I know a lot of people who have been, like, I'm going to be real with y'all, right? I know at least 3 women I've dated in adulthood who told me they was molested at some point. I'm like, damn, you never told your mama? And they was like, nah, I just, I ain't think she'll believe me. And 2, it was so-and-so, so I didn't know if she would handle it the proper way or whatever the case is. So the beauty of being a protector is that my children know that a relative can get it. I'm transparent with them, letting them know, like, hey, nigga, if your uncle violates you, I'll blow his head off. And I'm going to be real with you. I do talk to my children like that. I know that may not be for everybody, but I 1,000% try to be transparent with my children. But moving beyond them, but Divine Stargate, let me 100% answer your question. So beyond the act of molestation, I would say parents, number one, it's going to be a healing process with a child, because the child has been violated in a way that, some children may not even first understand if they 7 or 8 what molestation is and what's actually taking place. So transparency gonna be a big thing. The healing process is gonna be a big thing. And even before you get to the healing, like I was just saying, one of the biggest things is gonna be assisting them in identifying what took place, and that shit is not okay. I know some of y'all probably done been through it, but you could real deal get caught at the right time as a child. You don't know what the fuck going on, but you don't even know that you should be offended right now, or that you should even be tripping, or you should be bugging out. So outside of transparency, we got to make sure that we're at a place, ourselves and the child is at a place where they understand shit like that is not even tolerable. Now, just going back to what I said prior to molestation, that's why with my daughters and my son, I focus on being 100% transparent. Like, they know what vagina, everything, whatever words you want to use for it, they know. I ain't gonna say they know every word, but the point I'm making is we're extremely transparent. So with that in mind, they understand that certain shit is not to be tolerated. I serve as a protector, so they know if they come to me, like, This is really how I feel. Everybody different about it. But I'm biased. When it comes to my children, ain't no right, wrong, or in between. If anything is taking place with my child, I'm first going to arrive as a protector. Now, if they initiated this shit, I'm going to check them afterwards. But I'm their protector first and foremost. So I don't give a damn if you was a relative. You could get shot down just like the strangers I shot 4 years ago. I'm going to treat you just like I treated motherfuckers in the street. And I'll give your ass a new hole on your body just as I would anybody else. So I think with that, I think my children are able to navigate a little more confident because they know. I'm going to be real with you. When it comes to my children, we just going to shoot. We'll ask questions later. So, if Derrick will scream and I run to her room and it's a nigga in the room, it's nothing that he can rationally say to me to make me freeze up. I'm going to blow his ass away and then I'm going to be like, babe, what the fuck was going on? What is he doing here? And then we'll get to that part. But I think and again, I don't know macho shit, but every child, and especially these little girls, they need to know they got a motherfucker they could call that he just don't go for them. 100%. Whether my baby's 7 or she 37, she make the call, we gonna talk about it later. But I'm pulling up on your ass and whoever you with. And them young motherfuckers just gonna have to beat me up or shoot me or vice versa. But we getting into it. Just to be real with y'all, right? When I had my shooting in 2014, and some of y'all heard the story, one of the biggest reasons why I pulled the trigger was because of my daughter. Now, I ain't gonna get into the story, but I'm gonna tell y'all this. The way it happened on the real, the people who ran up on me, they didn't even have guns. I'm gonna be honest. If I was solo, we just would have fought. It just would have been a squad. I was outnumbered, so they just would have jumped me, right? But if my child is present or the situation has absolutely anything to do with my child, we automatically go to the top, to the highest form of violence that we can, bring to fruition at that moment. So basically, if you catch me on some one-on-one shit, I'm not crazy. I got plenty of sense. I'm knowledgeable. And I don't like being in the back of police cars. So we may be able to diffuse the situation verbally, or it may be a physical altercation. If my children are present, though, it just automatically go to okay, you better try to get rid of me because I'm finna pull my pistol. I'm finna try to get rid of you. So just getting back to the point. Divine Stargate Queen, transparency. Always want to be a protector. And if it's after the molestation, we definitely just got to work on the healing process, because that's such a young age to take a child's innocence, and you could really fuck their head up at that age. Because a lot of us at 5, we didn't know what a vagina was. I did, but I'm telling you, a lot of parents don't feel like it's a necessity right now, and that's why I be trying to urge people to listen. We're living in an era where there's a demographic of people who are fighting to legalize pedophilia. Educate your fucking kids right now. Them weirdo motherfuckers don't have no pics. They be fucking, they don't care. Man, I gotta think of the name, because I had the kids research it a while ago. They call the MLB, the Men Love Boys, something organization. They're a real organization, though. It's really a place where they breed fucking, I think the youngest you could be to join is 7 years old. So it's parents that real deal be taking their children to this type of shit and thinking that shit okay. This is what you got to be mindful of. Them motherfuckers not just freaky weirdos within their organization. When they go home, they still some weird motherfuckers. When they go to work, they still on some weird shit. When they traveling, they still on some weird shit. So you never know when they may bump into one of your children or one of your nieces, whatever the case is. So, no, that's why, I told people, literally, right? I told people 2 years ago, I wrote a curriculum, and a large part of that curriculum was having a sex talk. You will be amazed at how many parents got a 10-year-old and man, I ain't ready to have that, or man, I just don't want to talk to my daughter. Listen, I suggest you get proactive and you go ahead and have that conversation, because the motherfuckers she go to school with, or that live in your neighborhood, or any of that shit, they may not have a age bracket. To them, 10-year-old is fair game. So, and fellas, we just gonna be real. I don't want none of y'all to put y'all business out, but just think about what age, and ladies, think about what age y'all lost y'all virginity. And I don't want you to also think about what era we were raised in. Then I want you to also consider that our children have this thing called social media that we didn't have when we were 7 and 8. They're like the hypersexual shit, the imagery, the videos, the music, everything. It's at an expedited rate. See, shit was slow for us. Like, I'm gonna keep it funny with you. Like, we used to go home, we'll sneak pornos, like Channel 47 on a little box my pops had, was the Playboy channel. That was the most we did. We definitely, like, we'll go to an uncle house who had some flicks, we'll steal them, or whatever the case was. Like, we had a little porno, shit like that. Nah, they have access to this shit, like, literally 2 seconds. They can get on their phone, Android, iPhone, type in some shit, and boom, there go all the sex they want. So, nah, for me, I'm extremely transparent with my children. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if any of y'all read my autobiography. Not Gods Amongst Men, not none of those books. My very first book. It was some stories in that book. We were active at an extremely young age because we were sneaky. Children these days don't even have to be sneaky. They could like think about the iPhone. Hey, y'all know the iPhone got that little black privacy screen, right? Where you can't even see shit. Just like technology is advanced, and the ability to hide what you're partaking in and watching with your technology is even more advanced. So, nah, I urge anybody, have that conversation with your child. And not even just for their sake. They need to know the type of shit to watch out for when they're moving around in these streets. Whether it be school, church, whatever the case is, they need to know what to watch out for. Because y'all know there's some old motherfuckers out here who just preying on children. Big bro, you said, what's the name of the book? The book is called... It's on the website, bro, DerrickGraceTwo.com. It's called Thank God We Don't Look Like What We've Been Through, bro. It's a 700-page autobiography. I wrote that book back in... It took me 9 months to write that book. Wrote it back in 2014. Gods Amongst Men, these right here, this is more so like, you know, assisting us and tapping into our higher frequency, seeing the God within us. Like, mind opening shit. My autobiography is just like my real life. I think it's chronicled from age, because I couldn't remember back too far. It starts at age 3 and it ends at age 25. I'm 29 now. But, yeah, bro, 700-page book. It's a good read, though. I have a